section, we learn about basics of malware, like what is malware, how malware operates, types of malware. There are lots of types of malware which are developing in the wide industries, companies, organization, and getting a foothold, running in the background. It is becoming day by day a little hard to counter the attack done by this type of malware. But we are going to learn about how you can actually understand those type of malware. As I show you, there are a lot of type of malware. We are going to learn about some malware also here, and we are going to see a starting, like how do they operate, how you can actually detect it, okay, the faster way. Okay, so let's learn a little more about types of malware. So please, till then, do subscribe to the channel, and please share it with your friends who want to learn or start their career in cybersecurity. Okay, this is really going to help them. Okay, because after this uh, class, you will able to understand types of malware, detect them, finding them or hunting them. Okay, so let's do the started some about, let's learn about a more malware. Types of malware. Okay, so we have learned earlier about Trojan horse, rootkit, bootkit, ransomware. Let's learn a little more about adwares. Like I said, this type of malware, when you download some free software, some other untrusted websites, that is why it is recommended to download some software with, from a trusted, reputed website. Okay, so adware, types of malware, like adware can harm your system by sitting in the background and showing you advertisement. Whatever website you are visiting, they're showing you unwanted, unnecessary advertising. They're tracking your activity and showing you advertising related to them. Okay, so these are adware, Trojan horse. Like I said, a crack you download for cracking or getting activation key for software, that can work. Maybe they can activate the software, but in the background they have installed a backdoor. Okay, they are getting access to your computer. They're sitting inside and sending your personal data to that servers. Okay, and there are a lot of type of malware there, and a lot of type of malware keep developing in new categories. Backdoor or spyware is that type of software which, like I said about this, which it will sit inside your computer and keep spying about your activity, online activity, your key logging. Okay, all those activity, it will keep looking at those activities, and then they will send it to their command and control server. Command and control server. Command and control server, in short, we call it C2. This is the server. From there, they give the spyware or rootkit or malware. A simple word, I say, a rootkit or a malware. They send a beacon request, or they send a request to this command and control that they have connected to the malware, to the system, and they are waiting for any command. The command and control server send back the command it want to execute on the remote computer. Suppose get me list of all the file available on the computer, remote computer, and, and it will reply back with all the file which are inside the target computer. Okay, so this is what I say, a malware. A command and control. Command and control is a type. Can we say a C2 server? There's a server for that. There's a software for that. Okay. So for example, you can use, ever heard of, maybe it will be new for you, but Metasploit can also be used for command and control. Okay, let's learn a little bit how you can actually identify a type of malware, or how it actually operates. Okay, so let's let's see. Okay, let's see how will you actually identify a type of malware. Suppose there's a lot of type of file you download from internet. Suppose let's try to download some malicious file from the from a website, and most people doesn't have any antivirus, or antivirus sometimes can not detect them. How will you actually actually try to detect them through some online techniques? So let's get a malware sample from this website, the zoo. And go to malware section, select binaries. Binaries are those exe file, okay, executable, which you can run and execute them, like this one, bad drop. And this, so let's download the zip file. Okay, let's unzip it. A bad file is a batch file is a type of malware which use the automation technique of Windows command, batch command. Okay, it will download some file and install in your computer and sit in the background and do some other tasks. So let's enter the password here. This, we can right click and see what it is going to do. Looks like it is trying to execute some shell code encoded command in just in sure in layman form. It is trying to execute an encoded command. And now let's do the analysis. First try to see, check the file hash of a file, of a malware, of any file. File hash is a digital signature of any executable file, okay, which can be unique for that file. If someone has tampered the file in any way, the signature of that file will be changed, and that means now it's not that original file, someone has changed it or manipulated it. So you can generate a file hash using a PowerShell also. Okay, so PowerShell, and let's run get file hash and the file name, drop1.bat, and this is the file hash of this malicious file. Just copy, and let's go to VirusTotal. It's an online website where you can scan for any file which can detect if that file is something malicious or not. Go to search. Here you can enter URL, an IP address, a website name, a domain. That means a file hash. Okay, let's enter the file hash. Let's see if this file was detected by any antivirus earlier. And yes, this was detected. And let's go to the details section. The first submission date was on this 23rd of February 2019. Okay, name is drop1.bat. Okay, how about if I do a Google search for this malware file, so that we can see if anyone have done for any analysis on this malicious file. This can save a lot of time for us. Like this website has this Alien Vault, and there's already an analysis of this malicious file. Bat malware has shown the following behavior: Trojan, crypt, virus, and backdoor hack. Or an indicator of compromise. Let's see what are the indicator of compromise. Indicator of compromise can be what type of IP address it is trying to communicate, what type of connection it is trying to open. Those things you can see here in file hash, or those things you can actually see and use to detect next time that if any file is opening the same malicious doing same malicious command, or trying to open any type of port, or trying to establish a connection to remote computer. Hybrid Analysis is an online free malicious file analysis website. You can just drop a file here and it will do dynamic analysis. Dynamic means checking the behavior of the files. And you can see sample was identified as malicious by large number of antivirus. Yeah, we saw that. And let's move down and see what are the indicator. Allocate virtual memory in a remote process. Okay. And let's look at screenshot. Well, nothing. Let's see what are the process created by this. This create another process, ntdvm.exe. The process ID number is this. It create a new process, find.exe. Okay. And this create another one, this create another one. Okay, these are the processes created by the malicious file, and these are the process ID number. ID number of that process is unique for every process in your operating system. Okay, let's see network analysis. No relevant DNS request, nothing, no HTTP traffic was actually created by this file. And string means what are the text file as it execute. Text file can be found when the file loaded in memory. And here exe, drop, host batch here, host batch, drop in, host batch here. These are the file which was created by this malware. Extractor file, what type of file which were dropped by this malicious file. Okay, so it is a DOS file as we saw, and it was dropped by this file, ntdvm.exe. We can copy MD5 SHA-1 or SHA-250. Let's see, and let's see if we get anything about this tool here, about that malicious file out here. Okay, it is also a dropper. And let's do a simple Google search about this MD5 hash. Well, it's also available on the same website. This is just basic analysis. We are gonna we're gonna do an in-depth analysis of this malicious file. Okay, to see, well, it's actually located back to this malware. To see what else we can do, how we can actually see in-depth analysis on all the detail about this malware. These are MITRE ATT&CK detection. I will get to it soon. What is this? How you can use it to detect the behavior on and harden your system. That means secure a system using MITRE detection. Okay, guys. So this was sample analysis of a malware. Okay, basic analysis. So you can use hybrid analysis and virus total, and there's a lot other website also. We are going to come to that soon. So till then, keep practicing. We'll see you in the next class. Please make sure to subscribe and share it with your friends who want to learn about malware and security. Okay, see you later. Till then, have a good day.